Fact 1. The silent void between galaxies. Have you ever wondered what silence feels like when even starlight seems too shy to cross the distance? Out there, far beyond the spiralling arms of galaxies, lies a quiet so deep it feels almost endless. A place where space stretches out in soft, invisible waves, untouched and unhurried. This is the intergalactic void, the vastness between galaxies. A space so empty, so open, that for a moment you might imagine the universe itself pausing to breathe. In this silent realm, distances lose meaning. 1,000,000 light-years become just another gentle step in the dark. There are no bustling stars here, no glowing nebulae, no crowded clusters competing for brightness. Instead, there is a hush, a calm so complete that it feels like the universe's deepest exhale. Yet, the quiet is not lonely. There is a strange kind of peace in knowing that even emptiness has a heartbeat, if you listen closely enough. Tiny particles drift through the dark like forgotten footsteps. Wisps of hydrogen float silently, remnants of ancient events. And every now and then, a faint beam of light passes through, a traveller from a time long before our world existed. The silence here is not the absence of sound. It's the presence of stillness. It's the softness between cosmic thoughts, the pause between the universe's turning pages. And if you imagine drifting there, weightless, unanchored, and free, you might feel a kind of clarity, a reminder that not everything in life needs to be loud or filled or known. Some spaces are meant simply to be felt. As you drift deeper into this quiet, the galaxies behind you shrink into distant glimmers. Their lights fade into a soft blur like lanterns left far along a winding path. In the vast space ahead, there is only calm, a quiet night without edges. Maybe that's the lesson hidden in the void, that sometimes the universe finds its greatest beauty in the places where nothing seems to be happening at all. And as you close your eyes, you may realize the silence between galaxies is not empty. It's simply waiting, patiently, gently, for you to listen. Fact 2. Cosmic background. Hum. If you close your eyes for a moment and imagine the universe as a sleeping giant, you might hear something faint, a soft hum in the distance, like an old memory trying to return. That gentle sound is the cosmic background hum, not a song, not a whisper, but the quiet afterglow of everything that once burst into being. It fills every corner of the universe, even though we can't hear it with our ears. It's more like a signature, a faint warmth left behind by the earliest light to ever exist. Imagine the universe as a vast ocean, and this hum as the lingering ripple from the very first wave. It's poetic to think that this ancient glow has been travelling for billions of years, weaving through galaxies, slipping through dark voids, brushing past wandering stars and eventually touching us here. It carries the distant warmth of the beginning, the softest echo of a moment that shaped everything. But here's the part that feels almost magical. This hum is uniform, calm, and steady. It doesn't rush. It doesn't fade. It simply exists like a gentle heartbeat woven into the fabric of space. Scientists use delicate instruments to listen to it, not with sound, but through patterns, colours, and faint ripples of energy. What they find is astonishing. The hum is not random. It holds hints of ancient vibrations, tiny fluctuations that later grew into galaxies, stars, planets, and eventually people who look up at the night sky and wonder. There's something comforting in that. The idea that long before we were here, a quiet, warm glow was already moving through the darkness, patient, steady, eternal in its way. When you think about it, the cosmic background hum reminds us of the simple truth that everything carries traces of its beginning. Even we do, in our memories, our hopes, our quietest thoughts. We all have a hum, a soft echo of where we came from, and maybe on nights when the world feels heavy or scattered, you can imagine that ancient glow still travelling through the universe, still drifting toward you, still whispering that everything is connected by something calm and enduring. The universe remembers its earliest light, and somehow, so do we. Fact 3. Why intergalactic space is not truly empty. Have you ever stared into a dark room and felt that it wasn't as empty as it looked? As if something soft and unseen floated just beyond your vision? Intergalactic space feels exactly like that. At first glance, it seems like pure nothingness, a perfect void, a quiet place where even light hesitates, but look closer, and you'll find it gently filled with hidden things. Between galaxies, tiny particles drift like the faintest dust. Hydrogen atoms float alone, spaced so far apart that a single atom might have miles of silence to itself. Yet, together, they create a thin, soft mist spread across the universe. There are faint traces of helium too, left behind from ancient cosmic events. There are wandering photons, tiny packets of light that have been travelling for billions of years, crossing the great dark with no destination but forward. Even magnetic fields stretch through this supposedly empty space, delicate and weak, yet present, like invisible threads connecting one corner of the universe to another. And then there's dark matter, mysterious, unseen, but strong enough to pull galaxies into place. It forms vast, ghostly structures that cradle stars and planets alike, shaping everything while revealing nothing. So, no, intergalactic space is not empty. It is simply quiet, a quiet filled with ancient particles, drifting light, and forces we barely understand. A quiet where forgotten stars send their last sighs into the dark, where old photons glide gently past wandering worlds, where space itself stretches like a slow-moving tide. If you drifted there, you might feel the calmness of it, the soft brush of a particle passing thousands of miles away, the faint glow of distant galaxies painting the darkness with barely visible hues. It would feel like standing at the edge of a vast ocean at night, the waves quiet, the horizon infinite. And maybe that's the beauty of it. What looks empty can still hold stories. What appears silent can still be full of life, even when you can't see it. Intergalactic space is a reminder that existence doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Fact 4. The temperature of the deep void. Imagine stepping into a night so cold that even the stars seem to shiver. That is what the deep void between galaxies feels like, a place where temperature drops to nearly absolute stillness. Intergalactic space averages about 2.7 degrees above absolute zero. A quiet chill. A cold so soft and steady it feels less like frost, and more like the universe pulling a blanket of stillness over itself. But this cold is not harsh. It's gentle, ancient, the kind of cold born from calm rather than storm. It comes from the fading glow of the earliest light, stretched thin by time, quietly cooling as it drifts across the expanding universe. This temperature is everywhere between galaxies, wrapping the cosmos in a uniform hush. If you floated there, your surroundings would not bite or sting. Instead, the cold would feel like an endless pause, a moment suspended in time where heat itself seems to slow down. Particles move sluggishly here. Light travels freely but without warmth. Atoms drift in a kind of peaceful slumber, unbothered by the passing of billions of years. There's a strange comfort in knowing this cold exists. It reminds us that the universe does not rush, that heat, movement, and chaos eventually soften, that everything, even stars and galaxies, rests in time. If you imagine holding this cosmic cold in your hands, it would feel like holding silence. A silence that has witnessed the rise of galaxies and the slow unfolding of the cosmic web. A silence that lingers, unbroken, across distances too vast to understand. And yet, within this cold lies possibility. The quiet conditions that allow faint particles to drift, combine, or collide. The stillness where light travels for eons without interruption. The backdrop against which every bright, warm thing in the universe shines more beautifully. The deep void is not a frozen wasteland. It is the universe at rest. A reminder that even in the coldest places there is calmness, and even in the quietest darkness there is meaning. Fact 5. Rogue stars. Drifting alone. Have you ever imagined what it feels like to wander without a destination, drifting gently, quietly, trusting only the path ahead? That is the life of a rogue star. A rogue star is a traveller without a home. It doesn't belong to any galaxy. It doesn't circle any cluster. It simply moves, freely, silently, through intergalactic space, like a lantern floating across a dark ocean. Some rogue stars were flung from their galaxies after gravitational encounters. Some escaped during collisions between massive systems. Others drifted away over ages, slowly loosening their ties until they slipped into the vast in-between. But here's what makes them beautiful. Even in isolation, they shine. Imagine a single star glowing softly in the darkness between galaxies. A warm point of light surrounded by endless quiet. No nearby suns, no clusters crowding for space, just one star, carrying its own warmth through the cold. If you approached one, you might feel a strange sense of peace. Its light would fall gently on you, unshared by billions of neighbours. Its presence would feel personal, intimate, like a candle lit in an empty hall. These stars remind us that wandering is not the same as being lost. A rogue star still burns, still creates light, still travels its own path across the dark. It does not fade simply because it is alone. In fact, its solitude makes its glow even more remarkable. Some rogue stars may carry planets with them, whole systems drifting through the void like tiny islands in an endless sea. Imagine a world orbiting a lone star, with no galaxy in sight. Its night sky would be a scattering of distant glimmers, galaxies appearing as delicate smudges rather than constellations. A peaceful sky, a quiet world, a drifting sun. Rogue stars are the universe's wanderers. They remind us that even in the vastest silence, light can persist and continue moving forward. Fact 6. Galaxies moving through dark matter. Have you ever pictured a dance so slow that time itself seems to drift along with it? Galaxies perform such a dance, gliding through an invisible sea called dark matter. We cannot see dark matter with our eyes, yet it makes up most of the universe's mass. It flows silently, gently tugging at galaxies as they drift across the cosmic ocean. Every spiral, every elliptical, every cluster moves in response to these unseen currents, like leaves floating on a quiet stream. Galaxies do not collide at random. They are guided by this shadowy scaffolding, moving through it over millions, sometimes billions of years. Clusters of stars are carried along invisible pathways, their glow brushing against the darkness in a slow, graceful rhythm. Imagine watching a spiral galaxy glide past a vast void. Its billions of stars shimmer softly, each one riding along the currents of dark matter. The galaxy's path seems effortless, yet it is shaped by a force no eye can detect. There is something deeply poetic about this. Even in a universe so vast, where distances stretch beyond comprehension, there are invisible hands guiding everything in quiet harmony. The galaxies are not alone. They move together with a silent companion that is both mysterious and essential. And perhaps in that gentle guidance there is a quiet lesson. Not everything needs to be seen to matter. The universe's largest dances are often hidden from view, yet their rhythm touches everything. Galaxies drift, shimmer, and swirl, carried by the unseen, and in their motion, the universe whispers its oldest secret. There is elegance even in what we cannot see. Fact 7. Intergalactic dust clouds. Somewhere between galaxies, clouds of dust float slowly, almost like drifting smoke in a midnight breeze. These clouds are not ordinary dust. They are tiny grains of carbon, silicon, and metals, scattered through space over billions of years. Though sparse, intergalactic dust has a subtle power. It bends light, tints distant galaxies with soft colours, and leaves fingerprints on the cosmic landscape that astronomers can trace. It may be thin, a few particles per cubic metre, yet it stretches across enormous distances, a delicate veil draped over the dark. Imagine drifting through such a cloud. The particles would float past silently, catching faint starlight and scattering it into pale, shimmering glimmers. They are remnants of long-dead stars, remnants of explosions that scattered matter into the vast universe. Even in isolation, this dust carries a memory, a trace of everything that once lived and burned. The clouds remind us that the universe never truly forgets. Every star, every galaxy, leaves behind subtle traces, whispers in the dark, drifting patiently across the void. And though these grains are tiny, they tell an enormous story. The story of a universe in constant motion, recycling itself in the quiet between galaxies. Intergalactic dust is proof that even emptiness can hold secrets. that even in the coldest, most distant corners, the cosmos keeps its memories alive. And if we learn to see it, the dark between galaxies becomes a canvas painted with stories older than we can imagine. Fact 8. The farthest known regions of the universe. Close your eyes and imagine a place so distant that light from it takes billions of years to reach you. A place that existed long before Earth even formed, before our sun sparked into life. This is the edge of the observable universe, the farthest known regions. Time and distance stretch beyond human imagination. When we look there, we see galaxies as they were eons ago, infants in a vast cosmic nursery. Their light is faint, stretched into red hues by the universe's expansion, whispers of creation travelling across unimaginable distances. To peer this far is to look back in time, watching the earliest chapters of the cosmos unfold. It is not just distance that makes these regions remarkable, but perspective. They remind us that our home galaxy, our sun, our Earth, all of it, is a small glowing mote in an ocean of light and darkness. And yet, in that vastness, every photon, every galaxy, every moment matters. These distant regions shimmer softly, silent and patient, carrying ancient energy across the void. And when we imagine them, we realize something tender, that even at the edges of everything, the universe continues its quiet, persistent creation. The farthest reaches are a meditation on time, scale, and wonder, a reminder that the universe is larger, older, and more mysterious than any dream we can hold. And perhaps, thinking of them as we drift into sleep, we can feel part of that endless story, connected to a cosmic expanse older than memory itself. Fact 9. How light travels through the intergalactic medium. Light moves differently when it drifts through the vast spaces between galaxies. Unlike the crowded neighborhoods of stars, intergalactic space is thin and sparse. Hydrogen and helium atoms float alone, magnetic fields stretch invisibly, and dust drifts slowly. Yet light threads through this emptiness, unhurried and persistent. Photons can travel for billions of years, stretching and bending as they move. Some collide with faint particles scattering like gentle ripples. Others pass entirely unimpeded, carrying whispers of ancient stars to distant observers. In this medium, light becomes a storyteller, tracing journeys older than our sun, older than our planet. Imagine a single beam of light emerging from a newborn galaxy. It drifts across voids, weaving through cosmic currents, until finally it touches your telescope, your eyes, or the edge of your imagination. That light has been travelling longer than any human life, silent, patient, and unwavering. The intergalactic medium is subtle, but it shapes every photon's path. It cools, it bends, it occasionally scatters, and in doing so it creates the soft, delicate patterns we see in the sky, a cosmic choreography that speaks of space, time, and patience. Every beam that reaches us is proof of endurance, proof that even in the emptiest, darkest stretches, light can carry history, memory, and wonder. And perhaps that is the most beautiful truth, that in the vast, silent universe, nothing is ever truly lost. Fact 10. Cosmic rays from outside our galaxy. Have you ever imagined a particle so tiny that it can cross millions of light years, yet so powerful that it carries the energy of a distant star? These are cosmic rays, travellers from outside our galaxy, streaking across the universe at nearly the speed of light. They are born in extreme events, supernova, black hole jets, or collisions too violent to imagine. Once unleashed, they journey endlessly, brushing past stars, planets, and voids, carrying whispers of places far beyond our reach. Cosmic rays are invisible, yet they leave marks. They interact with Earth's atmosphere, creating faint showers of particles, tiny sparks of energy that remind us the universe is alive and moving, even in ways we cannot see. Imagine standing beneath the night sky, feeling a gentle energy pass through the planet and your body, connecting you to a galaxy millions of light years away. These particles are cosmic letters, messages from distant corners, reminding us that space is not silent. It moves, hums, and communicates in subtle ways. And perhaps the most comforting thought is this: even in the vast emptiness between stars and galaxies, something always travels. There is motion, connection, and energy, unbroken across unimaginable distances. Cosmic rays are the universe's quiet wanderers, reminders that even the tiniest travellers can carry stories older than our world, and that every inch of space is alive with movement and memory. Fact 11. The universe's largest structures. Have you ever imagined a shape so vast that no single star could span it? So immense that entire galaxies are but threads within it? These are the universe's largest structures, colossal formations that stretch across hundreds of millions of light-years, silently shaping the cosmos. Clusters of galaxies gather into superclusters, connected by filaments of dark matter and gas. Between them lie enormous voids, stretches of emptiness that make the vastness feel even more profound. Yet, even in their scale, these structures are elegant, moving and evolving over billions of years. Picture a gentle web, each thread a bridge of stars, each knot a cluster glowing faintly in the darkness. The universe seems almost like a living painting, where gravity is the brush and time is the slow artist. In these structures, we see the universe's memory. Every filament and cluster carries a story of creation, of galaxies colliding, merging, and drifting apart. Even the emptiest voids have meaning, outlining the spaces in which matter gathers and life might one day emerge. Drifting among these giant structures is like standing beneath a cathedral of silence. Everything moves, everything is connected, yet everything feels impossibly distant. And in that distance, there is a profound calm, a reminder that scale does not diminish beauty. These structures teach us patience. They remind us that the universe is vast, that change takes eons, and that even the largest formations unfold with quiet grace. Perhaps in their vastness we find perspective. Small as we are part of an intricate, elegant, living network. The universe is immense, yes, but it is also profoundly connected. Fact 12. Filaments and voids. Imagine an immense spiderweb stretching across the night sky, invisible except for the galaxies caught along its threads. These are cosmic filaments, bridges of dark matter and gas that weave the universe together. Between them lie voids, enormous empty spaces that appear still, silent, and eternal. The filaments carry galaxies along their paths, guiding clusters through space over billions of years. They are the highways of the cosmos, invisible but undeniable, shaping the flow of matter and light. In contrast, the voids feel like frozen echoes, vast expanses where nothing seems to exist, yet even these emptinesses are part of the web's quiet order. Drifting along a filament in imagination, you might see galaxies as lanterns strung along a rope of light. The voids between them are like the dark spaces of a lullaby, giving rhythm and meaning to every glow. It's poetic to think that the universe organizes itself so gracefully. Matter gathers, emptiness stretches, and everything moves in a subtle, elegant balance. Even emptiness becomes meaningful. It is not absence, but the canvas upon which the cosmos paints its grand design. Filaments and voids teach us about connection and space, presence and pause. Even across unimaginable distances, the universe finds harmony, and even the quietest corners have their place. Perhaps, as you drift into sleep, you can imagine yourself floating between these structures, weightless, calm, and cradled by a network older than time itself. Fact 13. Superclusters that connect galaxies. Far above our heads, in the darkness between stars, lie superclusters, enormous gatherings of galaxies held together by invisible threads of gravity. They are the grand neighborhoods of the universe, connecting galaxies in delicate, sprawling chains that stretch for millions of light-years. Each supercluster is a story of motion and memory. Galaxies orbit, drift, and merge, following invisible paths carved out over billions of years. Between them, cosmic filaments act like gentle bridges, allowing matter to flow, guiding the universe's growth in quiet, patient rhythm. Imagine looking at a supercluster from above. Spirals and ellipticals shimmer softly, each star a tiny lantern. Streams of gas drift like rivers of light, and invisible threads of dark matter weave through, holding everything in gentle embrace. The scale is almost unimaginable, yet there is a calmness in it, a quiet order to the motion, a serene orchestration of cosmic forces. These superclusters are reminders that connection is everywhere. Even in the immense silence of space, galaxies do not drift entirely alone. Forces unseen shape their paths, and light travels for billions of years to reveal their stories to us. Drifting in thought among these superclusters, you might feel a sense of wonder and perspective. The universe is enormous, yes, but it is also graceful. It moves not chaotically, but with subtle elegance, connecting distant points in a quiet cosmic ballet. Even at unimaginable scales, the universe finds structure, rhythm, and meaning. And perhaps that is the quiet magic of the cosmos, the assurance that everything, no matter how distant, has a place. Fact 14. The Great Cosmic Web. Have you ever pictured the universe as a delicate lace, stretched across the vast darkness? This is the cosmic web, an intricate network of galaxies, clusters, filaments, and voids that stretches for billions of light years. The web is made of dark matter threads, carrying galaxies along invisible paths. Between these threads lie enormous voids, like quiet spaces in a symphony, giving the universe room to breathe and grow. Every luminous galaxy, every faint cluster seems to hang in perfect balance, tracing the web's gentle curves. Imagine floating through this cosmic tapestry. Light drifts past slowly, bouncing off dust, threading through filaments, casting soft glows on distant clusters. Everything feels connected, yet free. Every galaxy a note, every void a pause, every filament a bridge between moments of light. The cosmic web is a testament to patience. It has taken billions of years to form, each particle moving carefully, guided by forces unseen but deeply real. Gravity pulls, dark matter supports, and the universe slowly unfolds into patterns both immense and intimate. In this web, emptiness has meaning, distance has purpose, and the quiet motion of galaxies becomes a meditation on time, space, and connection. Perhaps, as you imagine drifting among these threads, you sense something familiar. The universe's web mirrors the quiet networks in our own lives, bonds, paths, and gentle guidance connecting us, even when the spaces between seem vast. And in that realization, you can rest, feeling the soft rhythm of the cosmos resonate within you. Fact 15. Intergalactic magnetic fields. If you could feel the universe, you might sense a gentle tug, an invisible current weaving through the darkness. These are intergalactic magnetic fields, subtle, unseen, yet shaping the motion of matter across immense distances. They are faint, weaker than a fridge magnet, yet they stretch across millions of light years, influencing the path of particles, guiding cosmic rays and shaping galaxies' evolution. They wrap around filaments, hug superclusters, and ripple across voids, quietly organizing the cosmos. Imagine floating in intergalactic space, feeling these fields as soft threads brushing past you, imperceptible but present. They are a gentle force, reminding us that even the universe has hidden patterns, unseen currents that steer its grand motion. Magnetic fields are the silent choreographers of the cosmic ballet. Stars are born and die, galaxies collide, and light travels for eons, all under the subtle guidance of these invisible hands. They connect distant points, influence ancient particles, and help maintain the universe's quiet harmony. Even in emptiness there is direction. Even in darkness there is gentle structure. Intergalactic magnetic fields are proof that order can exist without spectacle, soft, invisible, and patient, like the gentle rhythm of a heartbeat beneath the night. And perhaps in imagining them we can feel a calm lesson. The universe is always moving, always connected even where we cannot see or touch. Its quiet currents guide everything, whispering that there is subtle elegance in the hidden forces of life and space. Fact 16. How gravity shapes intergalactic space. Have you ever imagined a force so gentle that you cannot see it, yet so persistent that it organizes the heavens themselves? This is gravity, quietly sculpting intergalactic space, guiding galaxies along paths that stretch across millions of light years. Gravity pulls clusters of galaxies together, even across vast voids. It weaves a hidden web, bending light, shaping filaments, and keeping stars from drifting endlessly into the dark. Each galaxy moves as if in a slow, silent dance, responding to the tug of neighbours and distant companions. Picture two galaxies slowly spiralling toward each other. They will meet, mingle, and merge over billions of years, drawn by a force that is invisible, yet undeniable. Streams of stars, gas, and dust spill out, tracing gentle arcs that hint at the cosmic choreography at work. Even in emptiness, gravity leaves its mark. It pulls unseen dark matter into delicate structures, scaffolding the universe in ways we can only perceive indirectly. Its influence is subtle, patient, and continuous, shaping everything without a sound. Gravity reminds us that motion does not need noise to be meaningful. In the vast dark reaches between galaxies, it quietly organizes, connects, and nurtures the flow of cosmic evolution. And perhaps, in reflecting on this, we see a quiet truth. Even unseen forces can hold the universe together, weaving connections that endure across time and space. Fact 17. The mystery of dark energy. Somewhere between galaxies, a subtle force stretches the universe, unseen yet unstoppable. This is dark energy, a mysterious presence pushing space itself outward, accelerating the expansion of everything we see and cannot see. Dark energy is gentle, like a whisper carried across billions of light years. It does not collide or crash. It simply grows, stretching the voids and filaments, shaping the future of galaxies yet to be born. Its effect is quiet but profound, altering the destiny of the cosmos without any visible gesture. Imagine floating in the darkness, observing galaxies drift apart, not because they are fleeing, but because space itself is stretching beneath them. It is a calm, steady drift, slow enough to feel meditative, yet unstoppable over eons. No one knows exactly what dark energy is. It could be a property of space itself, a faint hum embedded in the universe's fabric. Whatever it is, it reminds us that the cosmos holds secrets larger than our imagination, quiet mysteries that shape existence. There is a strange beauty in this unknown force. It pushes the universe to keep evolving, to keep expanding, to remain dynamic even in the emptiest spaces. In contemplating dark energy, we sense a universe that is alive in its silence, a cosmos both mysterious and infinitely patient. Fact 18. The expanding universe. Look up at the night sky and imagine every star, every galaxy slowly drifting away from one another. This is the expanding universe, the grand unfolding of space itself, carrying galaxies like ships on a calm, eternal ocean. The farther a galaxy is, the faster it seems to drift, a gentle stretching of space over unimaginable distances. Light from these distant travellers shifts, redshifts, whispering stories of ancient beginnings and silent journeys. Every photon tells us that the universe has grown and continues to grow for billions of years. Yet expansion is not chaos. It is a patient, almost meditative rhythm. Galaxies move apart, yet each one continues to shine, to create stars, to carry its own quiet story across the dark. The voids between them widen slowly, like the careful breathing of the cosmos. In thinking about expansion, there is a strange intimacy. Each of us is part of this motion, carried along with everything else, gently drifting in a universe that stretches far beyond comprehension. The expanding universe reminds us of both scale and softness. Immense, yes, yet filled with grace. Even in separation there is rhythm, and even in distance there is connection. Fact 19. Galaxies moving faster than light, sort of. Imagine a galaxy so far away that from our point of view, it seems to move faster than light itself. This is not breaking cosmic rules. It is the effect of space stretching beneath it. The universe expands, carrying distant galaxies along like leaves drifting on a swelling river. The galaxies themselves do not move faster than light through space. Instead, space itself grows between them, stretching light and distance together. The effect is subtle, silent, almost magical, a reminder that cosmic scales do not obey the same rules we experience on Earth. If you could float alongside one of these distant galaxies, you might notice no difference. It drifts peacefully, stars orbit calmly, and light continues its journey, unhurried. It is only from our vantage point that the motion seems extraordinary. This phenomenon is a gentle lesson in perspective. The universe is vast, its rules unfamiliar, and its beauty lies in subtlety. Distances can grow without haste, and motion can exist without turbulence. Galaxies moving faster than light are reminders of cosmic patience. They teach us that even the unimaginable can unfold quietly, with elegance and quiet dignity. Fact 20. Why the universe might expand forever. Close your eyes and imagine a universe that never stops growing. Galaxies drift farther apart, voids widen, and space itself stretches endlessly. This is the possibility suggested by our understanding of cosmic expansion and dark energy. If the universe expands forever, the stars and galaxies we see today will gradually fade into distant glimmers. Time will continue, space will continue, and even in the quietest corners, subtle motion will persist. There is a strange comfort in this vision. Even as everything drifts apart, the universe remains alive, unfolding, persistent. The vast stretches of intergalactic space become a quiet meditation, a reminder of continuity and endurance across eons. We may never witness the full scope of this expansion, yet the knowledge of it connects us to something far greater than ourselves, a universe in perpetual motion, patient, unhurried, and infinitely serene. The universe might expand forever, but in its gentle unfolding it offers a sense of calm, a cosmos that is not hurried, not chaotic, but steadily, quietly, enduring. And in imagining it, we can feel ourselves part of the infinite, carried along by a quiet, unending journey. Fact 21. Intergalactic hydrogen clouds. Have you ever imagined drifting through a mist so faint it seems almost unreal, yet carries the building blocks of everything you know? Between galaxies, enormous clouds of hydrogen float silently, stretching across millions of light years. These intergalactic clouds are fragile, wispy, and nearly invisible, yet they cradle the seeds of future stars and galaxies. Hydrogen is the simplest and most abundant element in the universe, and here it drifts alone, dispersed across the deep void. Occasionally these clouds gather, thickening ever so slightly, guided by invisible threads of gravity. Over billions of years, these gentle gatherings can birth entire galaxies, turning emptiness into brilliance. Imagine floating among them. The clouds are soft, quiet, almost imperceptible. Yet they hum with potential. They carry the memory of the early universe, remnants of the first atoms formed after the Big Bang, patiently waiting to be part of something greater. These hydrogen clouds remind us that creation does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers across vast distances, moving slowly, patiently, with infinite care. Even in the darkest voids, matter lingers, waiting for the right moment to become light, warmth, and life. And perhaps that is the quiet magic of intergalactic space. Even the emptier stretches are full of possibility, invisible threads connecting past and future, shaping the cosmos one atom at a time. Fact 22. The missing baryon problem. Somewhere in the universe, a mystery floats quietly. Most of the ordinary matter, the stuff that makes stars, planets, and even ourselves, seems to be missing. Astronomers call it the missing baryon problem. The matter is not gone. It is simply hidden, dispersed across the vast intergalactic medium, spread thinly between galaxies, in warm, diffuse clouds of gas. These baryons drift silently, almost invisible, yet they form the scaffolding that holds galaxies together and feeds the cosmic web. Imagine the universe as a giant, delicate painting. Much of its substance is invisible to the naked eye, a hidden layer of subtle detail. These missing baryons are the quiet brushstrokes, shaping galaxies, feeding stars and flowing through space, unnoticed yet essential. The missing baryon problem is a gentle reminder that the universe is more intricate than it appears. What we see, stars, galaxies, nebulae, is only part of the story. Beyond perception, there is hidden matter, quietly sustaining the cosmos, patiently drifting, connecting everything across incomprehensible distances. In pondering these missing baryons, we find wonder not just in what we see, but in what we cannot. Even the unseen can hold meaning, and the quiet, hidden corners of space are as alive and important as the brilliant galaxies that light the night. Fact 23. Quasars. Lighting up the void. Far beyond our galaxy, some objects shine with unimaginable brightness. Quasars. These are the hearts of ancient galaxies, powered by supermassive black holes that feast on surrounding gas, creating light so intense it can be seen billions of light-years away. Quasars illuminate the dark void between galaxies, casting light on regions that would otherwise be invisible. Their glow travels across the intergalactic medium, gently interacting with gas and dust, painting faint patterns in the cosmic web. Imagine a quasar as a lighthouse in the emptiest reaches of space. Its beams do not flicker, but shine steadily, a quiet yet relentless presence. Around it, the void becomes alive with light, and even distant galaxies are softly touched by its energy. Quasars remind us that light can emerge from darkness in the most spectacular ways. Even the emptiest stretches of space can host brilliant living points of energy, shaping the cosmos while carrying the memory of ancient times. And perhaps, in imagining them, we sense the universe as a place where quiet power and beauty coexist. A cosmos that lights up even the void, patiently, persistently, and endlessly. Fact 24. Black holes living between galaxies. Black holes are often imagined at the centers of galaxies, but some wander alone between them, silent, invisible, yet immensely powerful. These intergalactic black holes drift through the void, relics of ancient collisions, or ejected from their home galaxies during cosmic events. Though unseen, their presence shapes the space around them. Gravity bends light, tugging faint matter into gentle orbits, or drawing in stray gas and dust. They do not roar, they simply exist, quietly influencing their surroundings, sculpting the darkness with invisible hands. Imagine floating near one of these lonely black holes. You would feel nothing at first, no sound, no light, yet the universe subtly bends around it. Particles drift differently, paths shift, and the faint glow of distant galaxies is curved ever so slightly. Black holes between galaxies remind us that even in isolation, immense power can exist. They are silent keepers of cosmic history, drifting patiently, influencing the universe without ever announcing themselves. And perhaps, in imagining them, we sense the hidden structure of everything, that even the unseen can leave a mark, shaping the cosmos in quiet, invisible ways. Fact 25. Wandering neutron stars. Neutron stars are the remnants of massive stars, dense and small, yet carrying more mass than the Sun. Some wander alone through intergalactic space, drifting far from any galaxy, like lonely travelers in a silent sea. These stars are extreme. A teaspoon of their matter would weigh billions of tons, and their magnetic fields can be staggeringly powerful, yet they move quietly, unhurried, through the emptiness, carrying the echoes of their explosive birth across the void. Imagine encountering one of these wanderers. It would shine faintly in X-rays, a tiny beacon in a vast darkness, moving alone yet steadily, a testament to endurance and persistence. Even in the emptiest spaces, matter continues its journey, carrying the memory of stars long gone and giving life to new cosmic rhythms. Wandering neutron stars remind us that even the most solitary travelers have stories, energy, and presence. They drift through space not in chaos but in patient, quiet motion, showing us that even isolation can be luminous, even emptiness can carry wonder. Fact 26. Star formation in intergalactic space. Imagine a star being born not in the crowded heart of a galaxy, but adrift in the quiet void between them. Even in these vast expanses where matter is sparse and light is faint, stars can emerge. Intergalactic star formation happens when clouds of gas and dust, sometimes torn from galaxies during cosmic interactions, gather just enough to ignite nuclear fusion. These newborn stars shine faintly, lonely beacons in the darkness, illuminating regions that would otherwise remain invisible. Picture drifting past such a star. Its light is small but unwavering, a gentle pulse in the emptiness. Around it, hydrogen gas and dust swirl slowly, forming patterns shaped by gravity and motion. Though it has no galaxy to call home, it still carries the same quiet wonder as any star born in a spiral or elliptical. These stars remind us that creation is patient. Even in solitude, matter finds ways to ignite, to shine, to leave its mark on the cosmos. The void between galaxies is not empty, it is a place of quiet possibility where life's building blocks gather and light can emerge against the darkness. Star formation in intergalactic space whispers a truth. Even in isolation, brilliance can appear, and even emptiness can host beauty. Fact 27. The loneliest stars ever found. Some stars wander so far from their galaxies that they are called the loneliest stars in the universe. Stripped from their homes by gravitational tugs or cosmic collisions, they drift endlessly, millions of light years from any cluster. Alone in the void, these stars shine softly, carrying the memory of their galactic origins. Their light reaches across unimaginable distances, a solitary whisper in the quiet vastness. They remind us that even in extreme isolation, existence continues, persistent and unyielding. Imagine following one through space. It moves steadily, unhurried, casting faint warmth on nothing but emptiness. Its journey is slow, yet eternal. A testament to the resilience of matter and the enduring spark of life in the universe. The loneliest stars teach us a quiet lesson. Distance does not diminish presence. Even the farthest travellers, cut off from familiar surroundings, carry light, influence, and story. Their solitude is not sorrowful but serene, a calm testament to endurance in a vast cosmos. Perhaps in thinking of them, we can feel a gentle connection, that even in isolation light persists and even emptiness can hold quiet beauty. Fact 28. Stray planets with no suns. Imagine a planet adrift, not orbiting a sun, drifting alone through the darkness between stars and galaxies. These are rogue planets, unbound and wandering, carried by gravity's subtle currents. Without a star to warm them, these planets are cold, silent, and mysterious. Some may carry internal heat, a faint whisper of energy from formation or radioactive decay. Others float entirely in darkness, hidden from view except for the rare interaction with light or gravity. Picture one of these wanderers moving through space. Its surface is still frozen, yet it has travelled unimaginable distances over billions of years. Its journey is lonely, yes, but patient, and in that patience there is a strange beauty. Rogue planets remind us that not all existence requires proximity. Even without light, warmth, or neighbours, matter continues its quiet journey, moving through the universe with persistence and dignity. They are symbols of independence, resilience, and the subtle poetry of cosmic motion. In imagining them, we sense a universe that is not static, where even solitude carries story, presence, and quiet wonder. Fact 29. Cold gas streams feeding galaxies. Far beyond the bright centres of galaxies, delicate streams of cold gas flow silently, bridging cosmic filaments and galactic hearts. These streams carry hydrogen and helium, feeding galaxies with the raw material for star formation. They are invisible to the eye, yet their influence is immense. Streams wind through intergalactic space like rivers of liquid night, connecting galaxies and sustaining their quiet evolution. Over billions of years, they supply the matter that births stars, fuels black holes, and shapes the cosmic landscape. Imagine floating alongside one of these streams. Particles drift slowly, tracing paths guided by gravity and cosmic currents. Light from distant stars filters through faintly, casting subtle glimmers on an otherwise invisible river. Cold gas streams remind us that even in the emptiest spaces nourishment flows. The universe is patient, providing, sustaining, and connecting, unseen, silent, yet profoundly essential. They are the quiet lifelines of galaxies, the threads that maintain cosmic balance, proving that even in darkness, matter moves purposefully toward creation. Fact 30. Tidal bridges between galaxies. When galaxies pass close to one another, gravity stretches and tugs, pulling streams of stars, gas, and dust into delicate tidal bridges. These structures connect galaxies like cosmic bridges, glowing faintly in the darkness, a testament to the power of interaction and motion. Tidal bridges are gentle yet dramatic. They are not permanent. Over millions of years they may dissipate or feed star formation in new regions. Yet for a moment, they are luminous connections, threads of matter spanning unimaginable distances. Imagine drifting along such a bridge. Stars move in arcs, gas clouds ripple, and dust shimmers softly, tracing the invisible hand of gravity. It is a quiet spectacle, a subtle reminder that the universe is not only vast but relational, shaped by gentle encounters over immense spans of time. These bridges teach us that connections can form even across emptiness, that interaction leaves lasting marks, and that beauty emerges where forces meet. Tidal bridges between galaxies are the universe's quiet gestures of contact, fleeting, delicate, and full of wonder, a cosmic whisper that even the vast voids are never truly empty. Fact 31. The space between galaxy clusters. Have you ever imagined a place so vast and quiet that it feels almost infinite? Between galaxy clusters lies the deep intergalactic space, a void stretching millions of light years, nearly empty yet not without presence. This space is not truly empty. Sparse gas, dark matter, and faint magnetic fields drift silently, shaping the motion of clusters and filaments. Light from distant galaxies stretches across it, travelling unhurriedly for billions of years, illuminating the invisible threads connecting the cosmic web. Picture yourself floating there. There are no stars nearby, no galaxies to anchor your gaze, just a gentle darkness dotted with distant glimmers. Yet within this emptiness, the universe hums softly. Currents of matter move, and gravity weaves its subtle patterns, keeping everything quietly in motion. The space between galaxy clusters reminds us that emptiness can hold meaning. Even where stars and galaxies are scarce, the cosmos is alive with subtle forces, guiding structures and shaping the future of everything it touches. And perhaps, drifting through such vast calm, we feel the quiet rhythm of the universe, patient, enduring, and profoundly serene. Fact 32. Intergalactic shockwaves. Somewhere in the depths between galaxies, shockwaves ripple silently through the cosmic medium. These are not like the violent storms on Earth, but waves of energy and matter travelling across millions of light years, born from collisions of clusters or the explosive deaths of stars. Imagine these waves drifting slowly, bending intergalactic gas and shaping filaments. They compress clouds, spark star formation, and whisper across the void, leaving subtle imprints of cosmic motion. Though invisible to the eye, these shockwaves carry energy that shapes galaxies over billions of years. Picture drifting alongside one. It passes like a gentle pulse, altering the path of particles, nudging the cosmos into new forms. It is both calm and powerful, a hidden rhythm threading through the silent spaces between galaxies. Intergalactic shockwaves remind us that even in the emptiest places, forces are at work, shaping matter, guiding energy, and sculpting the grand tapestry of the universe. Their quiet influence is a testament to patience, motion, and the subtle poetry of cosmic evolution. Fact 33. Enormous intergalactic collisions. Imagine two entire clusters of galaxies drifting slowly toward one another. Over billions of years, they begin a gentle yet colossal dance, merging in an intergalactic collision so vast that no single human mind can fully grasp it. Galaxies pass through each other. Streams of stars and gas twist and stretch, and invisible dark matter weaves between them, guiding the cosmic ballet. Shockwaves ripple outward, heating gas to millions of degrees, while subtle tidal forces create bridges and filaments that glow faintly in X-rays. Picture drifting through this scene. Galaxies glide past, clusters shimmer softly, and the universe seems to exhale, carrying energy, motion, and creation across unimaginable distances. These collisions do not destroy quietly. They transform, building new structures and igniting star formation in their wake. Enormous intergalactic collisions teach us that change can be immense yet graceful, violent yet serene. The universe evolves not in isolation, but through encounters, interactions, and patient transformation over billions of years. Even chaos has rhythm, and even collision carries beauty. Fact 34. The largest black hole. Jets. Ever observed. Some black holes do not merely consume, they also release incredible energy, propelling streams of particles across intergalactic space at near-light speeds. The largest jets ever observed stretch for millions of light years, reaching far beyond the galaxies that birthed them. These jets are like cosmic rivers of energy, glowing in radio waves and X-rays, sculpting the space around them. They push gas, trigger star formation, and even influence neighbouring galaxies, leaving a subtle but undeniable mark on the cosmic web. Imagine drifting alongside one of these jets. Its energy hums through space, invisible yet palpable, stretching into the void like a quiet heartbeat of creation. The galaxies themselves are dwarfed by its scale, yet everything moves in harmony, guided by the quiet persistence of gravity and motion. The largest black hole jets remind us that even the most extreme forces can exist in balance. They are reminders of scale, power, and elegance, of the universe's ability to move with subtle grandeur across unimaginable distances. Even in their violence, they are meditative, a testament to cosmic patience and the gentle orchestration of energy. Fact 35. Star streams torn from ancient galaxies. Some stars no longer belong to any galaxy. They drift in elongated streams, torn from their homes by gravitational encounters or ancient mergers. These star streams stretch across intergalactic space, tracing the echoes of events that happened billions of years ago. Picture a ribbon of stars glimmering faintly, moving slowly through the darkness, each one a relic of its parent galaxy. They carry the memory of cosmic history, silent witnesses to collisions, mergers, and the slow evolution of the universe. Drifting among these streams, you would see galaxies in the distance, yet feel the profound solitude of the stars themselves. They remind us that motion can preserve history, that even in exile, matter continues its journey, moving patiently across the void. Star streams torn from ancient galaxies are the universe's quiet storytellers, weaving narratives of creation, interaction, and enduring beauty across unimaginable distances. They are proof that even in isolation, stars carry memory, motion, and gentle wonder. Fact 36. The story of orphan galaxies. Have you ever imagined a galaxy adrift, untethered from any cluster, floating alone through the vast emptiness of space? These are orphan galaxies, celestial wanderers, carried by the subtle currents of gravity and time. Some were ejected from their homes during cosmic collisions, others never joined a cluster at all. They drift silently, their stars glowing softly, shining without neighbours, quietly tracing their solitary paths across millions of light years. Imagine approaching one. Its spiral arms stretch gracefully, yet it moves alone, unbound, an entire city of stars floating in the dark. Even in isolation, it carries the same elegance and rhythm as galaxies bound to clusters, a reminder that presence does not require proximity. Orphan galaxies teach us that solitude can hold quiet beauty. They are witnesses to the universe's vastness and patience, demonstrating that even separated from their homes, matter continues its slow, enduring journey. In thinking of them, we sense the calm rhythm of intergalactic space, where loneliness is not emptiness, and wandering can be serene, graceful, and quietly magnificent. Fact 37. Gravitational lensing in the void. Imagine looking into the depths of space and seeing light bend, distort, and stretch, as though the universe itself were shaping the path of photons. This is gravitational lensing, a subtle effect caused by the invisible pull of massive objects bending light across the cosmos. Even in the void between galaxies, lensing occurs. Dark matter, invisible yet present, curves space, creating faint arcs, magnified images of distant galaxies, and shimmering ghostly shapes in the darkness. Light travels along these curved paths, revealing secrets otherwise hidden from our gaze. Picture drifting through such a lensing field. Stars and galaxies seem displaced, flickering softly, as though the universe is playing a delicate game of reflection and shadow. It is subtle, silent, and profoundly elegant, a quiet manipulation of space itself. Gravitational lensing reminds us that even emptiness is full of structure. Invisible forces shape the universe with patient care, guiding light and matter across unimaginable distances. It is a dance of perception and reality, subtle, serene, and endlessly fascinating. Through these cosmic lenses, we glimpse both the hidden and the familiar, a quiet reminder that the universe is not only vast but layered with gentle mysteries. Fact 38. Ghost light. From dead stars, Even after a star dies, its light can linger, drifting across space for billions of years. Ghost light from dead stars illuminates the void, faint whispers of energy that trace the echoes of ancient galaxies. Some of this light comes from white dwarfs, burnt-out remnants that glow faintly, a memory of a once brilliant flame. Other photons travel from supernovae long extinguished, their energy now a subtle glow threading the intergalactic medium. Imagine drifting among these ghost lights. They shimmer softly, ethereal, casting gentle glows on invisible clouds of gas and dust. Each photon carries history, a quiet story of creation, life, and transformation. These faint traces remind us that energy never truly vanishes. Even in death, stars leave a presence, a calm imprint on the universe that persists through time. Ghostlight is the cosmos's memory, quiet, patient, and profound. And perhaps, as we imagine it, we feel a gentle connection to the past, a reminder that all things, even when gone, leave light behind. Fact 39. Intergalactic fossils of the early universe. Scattered across the void are the universe's oldest relics, intergalactic fossils from a time before galaxies had fully formed. These are clouds of primordial gas, ancient stars and faint structures preserved in the darkness, carrying the memory of the cosmos's earliest epochs. They are fragile and faint, yet profoundly important. By studying them, astronomers glimpse the conditions of the early universe, tracing the evolution of matter from simple hydrogen and helium to the complex tapestry we see today. Imagine drifting past one of these fossils. It is quiet, almost invisible, yet it hums with ancient energy. Within its faint glow, the story of creation is written, a record of processes that shaped galaxies, clusters, and the cosmic web itself. Intergalactic fossils remind us that time is layered. Even in the emptiest reaches, history persists, recorded in matter, energy, and subtle motion. They are whispers from the universe's childhood, serene, enduring, and full of wonder. In their quiet presence, we sense the continuity of cosmic time, a patient, slow unfolding that stretches from the beginning to the present. Fact 40. Echoes from the Big Bang. Long before stars, galaxies, or planets existed, the universe was born in a hot, dense, radiant explosion, the Big Bang. Today, its echoes still ripple through space as the cosmic microwave background, a faint glow that fills the universe and whispers of its earliest moments. These echoes are almost uniform, but subtle variations reveal the seeds of galaxies, clusters, and cosmic structures. They drift silently, a timeless reminder of beginnings, carrying information across billions of years of space and time. Picture floating through this gentle glow. It is quiet, soft, pervasive, and strangely comforting. The universe hums in its background, a lullaby from the dawn of time, connecting every galaxy, star, and atom in a shared cosmic history. Echoes from the Big Bang teach us patience, scale, and wonder. Even in emptiness, the universe carries memory. Even in silence, there is rhythm, structure, and story. And as we imagine it, we can feel a profound connection to the cosmos, that we too are part of this unfolding, echoing universe, drifting in the calm, gentle flow of time. Fact 41. Strange radiation in intergalactic space. Imagine drifting through the deep void between galaxies and sensing a subtle, invisible glow. Radiation that has travelled billions of light years, untouched by stars or planets. This is the strange radiation of intergalactic space, a quiet hum of energy filling the emptiness. It comes from countless sources, ancient stars that have long vanished, hot gas in distant clusters, and mysterious processes still being studied by astronomers. Though invisible to the naked eye, it shapes the environment through which galaxies move, influencing gas, particles, and even the formation of stars. Picture floating among it. It is calm yet persistent, like a faint pulse beneath the surface of the universe. Every photon carries history, a silent story of the cosmos in motion, stretching across eons. Strange radiation reminds us that emptiness is never truly empty. Even in the deepest voids, energy drifts, connects, and persists. It hums quietly, a cosmic lullaby, weaving the fabric of the universe into something subtle, enduring, and deeply mysterious. In contemplating it, we feel that even unseen forces can shape reality, and that the silent stretches between galaxies are alive with quiet, persistent wonder. Fact 42. Ultra-high energy particles. Some particles in the universe travel with unimaginable energy, faster and more powerful than anything we can create on Earth. These ultra-high energy particles journey through intergalactic space, racing across billions of light years, untouched and unhurried. They are born in violent cosmic events, supernova, black hole jets, and collisions between galaxies. Yet, in the emptiness of space, they move quietly, almost imperceptibly, threading the universe like cosmic messengers. Imagine drifting alongside one. Though invisible, it carries a subtle presence, a reminder of power and motion far beyond human scale. It interacts rarely, but when it does, it leaves delicate imprints, hints of the forces that shaped galaxies, stars, and the very fabric of space. Ultra-high energy particles teach us that the universe holds extremes even in calm places. Motion and energy exist quietly, enduring across time and distance, threading emptiness with stories of creation, transformation, and cosmic persistence. Even the most energetic travelers can move with silent grace, reminding us of the universe's hidden rhythm. Fact 43. Ancient atoms still floating free. Before galaxies formed, before stars ignited, atoms drifted alone in the expanding cosmos. Today, many of these ancient atoms continue to float freely through intergalactic space, tiny relics of the universe's earliest moments. They are mostly hydrogen and helium, simple yet profound, carrying the memory of creation. Slowly, over billions of years, some drift into clouds, streams, or filaments, eventually helping to form new stars and galaxies. Others remain adrift, silent witnesses to the universe's unfolding. Picture one of these atoms drifting past. It has travelled further than any human eye can imagine, untouched, alone, yet part of something immense and eternal. Its journey is quiet, patient, and deeply beautiful. Ancient atoms remind us that even the smallest elements hold history. They are the building blocks of everything, drifting in silence, connecting past and future, waiting patiently to ignite new stories across the cosmos. In their quiet persistence, we sense continuity. That matter, no matter how small or solitary, is never truly lost. Fact 44. Invisible filaments of dark matter. Stretching across the cosmos like delicate threads, invisible filaments of dark matter form the hidden scaffolding of the universe. Though we cannot see them, their gravity shapes galaxies, clusters, and the grand cosmic web itself. These filaments thread between clusters, guiding the motion of stars and gas. They are calm yet powerful, silent forces that weave connections over millions of light years. Without them, galaxies would drift randomly, and the universe would lose its intricate structure. Imagine floating alongside one. You would see nothing, yet feel the subtle pull, the gentle shaping of matter, the invisible hands that maintain cosmic order. It is quiet, patient, and profoundly elegant. Invisible filaments remind us that not all forces are visible, and that structure and beauty can exist without being seen. They are the quiet architects of the cosmos, holding galaxies together in a calm, enduring dance. In their silent presence, the universe feels both immense and intimately connected, a tapestry of unseen threads guiding all that exists. Fact 45. Galaxies eating other galaxies. Galaxies do not always remain serene. Sometimes they collide and consume one another, drawing stars, gas, and dust into their spiraling embrace. It is a slow, majestic process, unfolding over hundreds of millions of years. As one galaxy is absorbed by another, streams of stars are pulled into arcs, gas clouds twist and ignite new stars, and the structure of both galaxies evolves. The devoured galaxy is not lost entirely. Its matter becomes part of something larger, reshaped and reborn in the consuming galaxy. Picture drifting through such a scene. Stars glide gracefully along tidal streams, glowing softly against the dark void, tracing the slow choreography of cosmic hunger. There is drama, yes, but also elegance, destruction giving way to creation. Galaxies eating other galaxies remind us that change is both inevitable and beautiful. Even in what seems like loss, there is transformation, connection, and the patient rhythm of the universe at work. In witnessing it, we sense a quiet cosmic lesson. Even the most dramatic events unfold with grace, shaping the universe in ways both powerful and serene. Fact 46. The cosmic microwave background. Close your eyes and imagine the faintest glow that stretches across the entire universe, a whisper from the dawn of time itself. This is the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the universe's birth, drifting silently through space for billions of years. It is uniform yet subtly patterned, carrying the imprints of the first fluctuations that would eventually grow into stars, galaxies, and clusters. Its gentle radiation fills every corner of the cosmos, a quiet hum that connects all things. Imagine floating through it. The light is soft, barely perceptible, yet vast, encompassing every galaxy, every atom, every drifting particle. It is as if the universe itself is breathing, leaving a faint signature of its beginnings in every direction. The cosmic microwave background reminds us that the universe has memory. Even in the emptier stretches, echoes of creation persist, subtle, serene, and enduring. It is a lullaby from the birth of time, connecting past and present in gentle harmony. And in feeling this, we sense a universe alive not only with light, but with the quiet pulse of history, whispering across the endless void. Fact 47. How old light reveals new secrets. Some of the light that reaches us today has travelled for billions of years, carrying stories from epochs long before our solar system existed. Each photon is a messenger, whispering secrets of galaxies, stars, and cosmic events that shaped the universe. Through sensitive instruments, astronomers can decode this ancient light, revealing the chemistry, motion, and structure of objects we will never visit. It is like reading letters written across space and time, softly illuminating the past. Imagine drifting among these photons. They are patient travellers, moving silently through the void, untouched by stars or planets, yet carrying profound information. Their journey is long, their presence subtle, but their message is timeless, that the universe preserves its memory, waiting for discovery. Old light reminds us that knowledge can arrive slowly and quietly. Even the faintest glow contains immense stories, and the universe's history can unfold gently before our eyes. In contemplating it, we sense a universe that listens, remembers, and speaks softly, inviting us to join in the quiet joy of discovery. Fact 48. The largest empty regions ever discovered. Not all of space is filled with stars or galaxies. Some regions are vast, silent voids, stretching hundreds of millions of light-years across, almost entirely empty of visible matter. These cosmic deserts are the largest empty regions ever discovered. They are not chaotic, but structured. Surrounding filaments of galaxies trace the cosmic web, bending gently around these voids. Within the emptiness, dark matter drifts, subtle currents flow, and light travels unhurriedly, tracing the calm geometry of the cosmos. Picture floating through one. There is almost nothing to see, only a profound, serene emptiness stretching in all directions. Yet this void is beautiful in its simplicity, a silent reminder of scale, patience, and cosmic design. The largest empty regions teach us that emptiness is part of creation. Even in vast silence, the universe has shape and meaning, revealing that beauty can reside in absence as well as presence. Drifting through such a void, we feel both small and connected, cradled in the universe's patient, quiet architecture. Fact 49. Intergalactic weather. Even in the emptiest reaches of space, the universe has its own subtle weather. Streams of gas flow, shockwaves ripple, magnetic fields twist, and cosmic rays drift through intergalactic space, creating patterns of motion and change. This weather is slow and quiet. Unlike any storm on Earth, it moves over millions of years, shaping clouds, filaments, and the environment surrounding galaxies. It compresses gas, sparks star formation, and guides the evolution of cosmic structures in a gentle, persistent rhythm. Imagine floating in this cosmic atmosphere. There is no wind to feel, no rain to hear, only the quiet movement of matter and energy across unimaginable distances. Yet this weather sustains life in the universe, indirectly shaping galaxies and their stars over eons. Intergalactic weather reminds us that even in emptiness, the cosmos is alive with motion. Forces flow, energy drifts, and subtle rhythms persist, shaping everything patiently and beautifully. It is a quiet testament to the universe's complexity, a serene reminder that motion exists even in the deepest stillness. Fact 50. The most isolated galaxy ever found somewhere in the universe. A galaxy drifts entirely alone, untethered to clusters, filaments, or neighbours. It is the most isolated galaxy ever found. A solitary island of stars in an ocean of emptiness. Its stars orbit quietly, forming faint spirals or clouds, and its gas and dust drift undisturbed. No interactions tug at it, no collisions disrupt it. It moves serenely through the void, a testament to cosmic patience. Imagine approaching it. The galaxy glows softly against the dark expanse, carrying its own quiet history, unhurried, untouched, yet full of life. Even in isolation, creation continues. Stars are born, energy flows, and subtle processes shape its evolution. This most isolated galaxy teaches us that solitude can exist without stagnation. Even alone, matter thrives, evolves and shines, moving through the universe with quiet dignity. In its calm presence, we sense the universe's patience, its gentle rhythms, and the quiet beauty of endurance across time and space. Fact 51. Why intergalactic space confuses scientists. Intergalactic space is vast, quiet, and subtle, yet it presents puzzles that challenge even the most brilliant minds. Scientists peer into the void and see mysteries, matter that seems missing, forces that cannot be directly observed, and motions that defy easy explanation. Some regions appear nearly empty, while others contain hidden gas, dark matter, and faint filaments. Light bends unpredictably, energy drifts across unimaginable distances, and the rules we observe on Earth seem to stretch, warp, or fade. Imagine floating in this space yourself. There is no frame of reference, no fixed point, only gentle darkness and scattered light. It is calm, serene, yet deeply perplexing. Scientists feel the same way, carefully measuring, calculating, and sometimes realizing that the universe is more subtle and complex than our best models can fully capture. Intergalactic space reminds us that the universe is patient and layered. Mystery is part of its design, a quiet invitation to observe, question, and wonder. Even confusion can be beautiful when it comes from staring into something infinite, silent, and endlessly fascinating. Fact 52. How we measure. Distance beyond galaxies. How far is that faint glimmer in the void? Measuring distance across intergalactic space is not simple. Astronomers rely on light itself as a ruler. By observing brightness, colour, and subtle shifts, they can estimate how far away galaxies and clusters really are. Standard candles like supernovae serve as cosmic milestones. Light from these explosions travels billions of years, stretching as space itself expands, providing clues about distance, motion, and history. Even tiny distortions caused by gravitational lensing help map the universe's structure. Imagine drifting with a beam of light from a distant galaxy. It stretches, bends, and whispers the story of its journey across time and space. By following it, astronomers can trace vast cosmic distances, connecting points separated by millions of light years. This process reminds us that the universe communicates, patiently leaving traces for those who can read them. Distance is not only measured, it is experienced through light, time, and subtle cosmic patterns that stretch across the void. Fact 53. Redshift and universal stretching. When light travels across the universe, it stretches, shifting toward longer wavelengths in a phenomenon called redshift. This is evidence that space itself is expanding, carrying galaxies gently apart over billions of years. Imagine a distant galaxy's light. It starts as a brilliant blue, slowly lengthening into red as it traverses the void. Every photon tells a story of motion, expansion, and the vast, patient stretching of the cosmos. Redshift is like a cosmic heartbeat, a gentle pulse that measures the rhythm of the universe. It connects observer and observed, past and present, revealing the ongoing transformation of space itself. Through redshift, we understand that the universe is not static but alive with slow, majestic motion. Even the emptiest spaces are in flux, stretching, evolving, and whispering their history across the void. Fact 54. Time dilation. Across intergalactic space. Time in intergalactic space is a gentle illusion. The farther we look, the slower events appear to unfold, stretched by distance, motion, and the expansion of the universe. Light itself carries this effect, a cosmic reminder that time is not universal, but a flexible, flowing dimension. Imagine watching a distant galaxy forming stars. What may take millions of years in its own frame appears elongated, slow, and graceful to observers across the void. It is as if the universe itself is moving in a dreamlike rhythm, stretching and bending perception. Time dilation teaches us that the cosmos is relative and patient. Even in the emptiest spaces, processes unfold with deliberate calm, moving at scales far beyond human intuition. The universe allows us to witness these rhythms, subtly reminding us that time is both fragile and infinite. In contemplating this, we sense a deep connection, that the cosmos moves with quiet elegance, and that our own perception is only a tiny ripple within its grand flow. Fact 55. Why the universe looks younger. Far away. When we gaze at distant galaxies, we are looking back in time. Light from the farthest reaches of the universe began its journey billions of years ago, long before our sun existed. That is why faraway galaxies appear younger, smaller, and less evolved. It is like seeing a childhood photograph of the cosmos, frozen in motion yet still alive, carrying hints of future grandeur. Stars are forming, galaxies are growing, and cosmic structures are just beginning to take shape. Imagine drifting alongside this light. You are witnessing a universe in its youth, seeing the seeds of stars, clusters, and cosmic filaments before they became what we observe today. The distant past is present in each photon, a gentle memory travelling patiently across space. This phenomenon reminds us that observation is a journey through time. Even in the emptiest voids, light preserves history, offering glimpses of beginnings, growth, and cosmic patience. The universe is both eternal and ever-changing, a living story of quiet wonder unfolding before our eyes. Fact 56. The edge of the observable universe. Imagine looking as far as light can travel, peering into a horizon beyond which we cannot see. This is the edge of the observable universe, a boundary defined not by walls or limits, but by the finite speed of light and the age of the cosmos. At this horizon, galaxies are faint whispers, stretched by cosmic expansion, their light taking billions of years to reach us. Beyond it lies the unknown, regions that may mirror our own or be profoundly different, waiting silently for their story to unfold. Picture drifting toward this edge. It is quiet, infinite, and deeply mysterious. The void stretches endlessly, yet every photon that arrives carries history, a message of distant events and long-past formations. The edge of the observable universe reminds us that curiosity has bounds, yet wonder does not. Even when sight ends, imagination continues, drifting along the unseen expanse, connecting us to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the known. Fact 57. Theoretical multiverse borders. Some theories suggest that our universe is just one bubble in an immense multiverse, each bubble with its own space, time, and laws. If this is true, somewhere, beyond our cosmic horizon, there may exist other universes, their boundaries imperceptible, their nature unknown. Imagine drifting near such a border. There is nothing solid to see, no wall, just a subtle transition where physics could shift and dimensions might vary. It is a place of quiet speculation, a cosmic edge that teases the limits of imagination. Theoretical multiverse borders remind us that the universe may be far grander than we perceive. Even emptiness can hold possibility, and silence can hide infinite potential. In contemplating these borders, we feel the profound humility of knowing our experience is just one perspective in a vast, mysterious expanse, and that the cosmos may be far stranger and more beautiful than we can dream. Fact 58. Intergalactic gravitational waves, ripples in space-time drift across the universe. Born from titanic events, colliding black holes, merging neutron stars, and the violent birth of galaxies. These are gravitational waves, subtle distortions travelling through the intergalactic medium at the speed of light. Though invisible, their presence is felt by the tiniest shifts in matter and energy. They carry stories of cosmic cataclysms and gentle whispers of motion across unimaginable distances. Imagine drifting alongside one. It passes quietly, elongating space, compressing it, and then moving on, leaving a faint but indelible mark on the fabric of the universe. These waves are subtle messengers, tracing the pulse of cosmic events billions of light-years away. Intergalactic gravitational waves remind us that the universe is alive, moving, and breathing. Even in places without stars or galaxies, space itself vibrates with history, motion, and patient rhythm. Fact 59. What happens to matter in endless darkness? Far from galaxies, clusters, or streams, matter drifts alone in the endless darkness. Sparse atoms, invisible gas, and wandering particles float silently, shaped only by gravity and the slow currents of space. In this emptiness, processes are subtle, collisions are rare, cooling is slow, and star formation almost non-existent. Matter endures patiently, tracing paths across the void, sometimes eventually joining a galaxy or being drawn into a hidden filament. Picture observing this dark expanse. Each particle moves alone, carrying history from distant epochs, yet it is not lost. Even in isolation, matter continues its journey, patiently awaiting the next encounter, the next spark of creation. This quiet persistence reminds us that even where life seems impossible, existence endures. The universe thrives in stillness, showing that motion, presence, and potential persist, even in the deepest darkness. Fact 60. How space gets thinner between galaxies. Intergalactic space is vast and diffuse, and between galaxies it becomes even thinner. Gas clouds are sparse, matter is scattered, and atoms drift so far apart that collisions are exceedingly rare. Yet even this thinning has structure. Dark matter guides the flow of gas, filaments connect clusters, and faint magnetic fields thread the emptiness, ensuring that nothing truly drifts in isolation. Light travels unimpeded for millions of light-years, stretching as the universe expands. Imagine floating here. The emptiness feels profound, yet it is not void of meaning. Every particle, every photon carries influence, and even the thinnest stretches are part of a cosmic tapestry, connecting galaxies in ways invisible but undeniable. The thinning of space reminds us that the universe is both immense and delicate, a calm, patient balance where even the emptiest regions participate in the quiet orchestration of cosmic evolution. Fact 61. Black holes, flinging stars into intergalactic space. Imagine a star caught too close to a supermassive black hole. Its orbit spirals ever tighter, and then, in a cosmic tug-of-war, it is flung outward at unimaginable speed, leaving its home galaxy behind. These rogue stars drift alone across intergalactic space, silent travellers in the vast void. They are rare, but their journeys are profound, a testament to the unseen forces that shape galaxies and the universe itself. Picture following one. Its light glimmers faintly against the darkness, a lonely beacon tracing a path millions of light-years long. Though it moves in isolation, the star is a story of creation, force, and cosmic motion, an enduring reminder that even the smallest specks can be propelled into remarkable journeys. Black holes flinging stars teach us that gravity is both gentle and ferocious, capable of shaping life across the cosmos in quiet, invisible ways. Even in solitude, motion carries purpose, beauty, and wonder. Fact 62. The curious motion of hypervelocity stars. Some stars travel faster than any of their neighbours, streaking through the universe at hundreds of kilometres per second. These hypervelocity stars are ejected from galaxies by gravitational encounters, sometimes escaping entirely into intergalactic space. Imagine drifting alongside one. It moves like a comet across the dark expanse, untethered, yet serene, its path a gentle arc traced over millions of years. Though solitary, it is a reminder of the forces that silently sculpt the universe, shaping trajectories far beyond our sight. Hypervelocity stars illustrate the quiet dynamism of intergalactic space, Even in emptiness, motion continues, history unfolds, and the cosmos tells its stories through paths of energy and matter stretching across unimaginable distances. Watching one drift evokes wonder, patience, and the sense that the universe is alive with subtle, graceful motion, even in its most remote corners. Fact 63. Gas bridges from colliding galaxies. When galaxies meet, they do not always collide head-on. Sometimes, their gravitational embrace stretches streams of gas and dust into bridges that span hundreds of thousands of light-years. These cosmic bridges glow softly in X-rays and ultraviolet light, carrying matter from one galaxy to another, feeding star formation and subtly altering galactic evolution. They are silent rivers flowing through the void, sculpted by gravity, motion, and time. Picture drifting along a gas bridge. It is calm, luminous, and patient, guiding clouds of matter across the darkness like a gentle hand connecting distant islands. These bridges are evidence that even chaos can have grace, and that matter responds quietly to the rhythm of cosmic forces. Gas bridges remind us that connection persists even across vast emptiness. Even where galaxies are separated by darkness, matter flows, interacts, and weaves the universe into a living, breathing tapestry. Fact 64. Intergalactic. Burps. From active black holes. Some black holes do not merely consume, they occasionally release enormous outflows of energy, matter, and radiation into intergalactic space. Astronomers call these cosmic eruptions burps, and they can extend for millions of light years. These outflows are powerful, yet graceful. They sweep gas, ignite distant star formation, and subtly influence the environment of neighbouring galaxies. Though invisible to the eye, their effect is undeniable, shaping the void over time with calm persistence. Imagine drifting near one of these burps. Streams of energized particles flow silently past, stirring the darkness, reshaping the emptiness, and leaving faint but lasting imprints on the intergalactic medium. Such events remind us that even in silence, the universe expresses itself. Energy flows, structures evolve, and the cosmos communicates through subtle, patient gestures of immense scale and beauty. Fact 65. The universe's quietest places, even in a universe filled with motion, light, and energy, there exist places of extraordinary quiet. Deep voids between clusters and filaments stretch for millions of light years, nearly empty, where atoms are scattered and collisions are almost non-existent. Imagine floating in such a place. There are no galaxies nearby, no stars to illuminate the darkness, only faint traces of radiation and ghostly cosmic whispers. Time seems to slow, and the emptiness carries its own serene presence. These quietest places are not lifeless. They are patient, enduring, and subtly structured. Dark matter guides the distribution of sparse gas, invisible filaments provide shape, and light stretches slowly across the void, a gentle reminder of the universe's quiet rhythm. The universe's quietest places teach us that stillness is part of creation. Even where there is almost nothing, the cosmos persists with calm elegance, offering space for reflection, awe, and the slow unfolding of cosmic time. Fact 66. Strange, cold, empty. Voids. Vast stretches of intergalactic space are strange, cold, and nearly empty. These voids are immense, silent expanses where atoms are few, temperatures hover just above absolute zero, and light drifts almost unbroken for millions of light years. Picture drifting through one. The emptiness is profound, yet it is not chaotic. Subtle currents of dark matter weave through the darkness, gently guiding the few particles that linger. The cold is quiet, a serene stillness that stretches across cosmic distances, reminding us of the patience of space. These voids seem barren, yet they are vital. They balance the universe, giving shape to the cosmic web, shaping the motion of galaxies, and allowing gravity and expansion to play out on a grand scale. Strange, cold, empty voids teach us that emptiness can be beautiful. Even in silence, space is alive with subtle forces, patiently sculpting the cosmos in ways invisible yet profound. Fact 67. How big a void? Can possibly get some intergalactic voids are unimaginably large, spanning hundreds of millions of light years. They are the universe's vast deserts, places where galaxies are scarce, and even dark matter thins into delicate threads. Imagine drifting across one. The void stretches endlessly, a calm expanse of darkness punctuated only by the faint glow of distant clusters at its edges. Light takes eons to traverse these spaces, bending subtly under the influence of faraway gravity. These enormous voids are shaped by the slow dance of expansion and matter, patiently growing over billions of years. Their size reminds us of the universe's grandeur and scale, a cosmic architecture built not only of what exists, but also of what is absent. In contemplating their vastness, we feel both awe and peace. The universe is immense yet structured, and even the largest emptiness is a place of subtle beauty and quiet wonder. Fact 68. Why light travels differently through nothing. Even emptiness is not truly nothing. In intergalactic voids, light travels almost undisturbed, yet its path can bend, stretch, or redshift due to the subtle influence of dark matter and the expansion of space itself. Imagine a beam of light drifting through this emptiness. It is patient, silent, and persistent, moving across millions of light years, carrying history from distant galaxies. As it passes through near nothing, its journey slows in a cosmic sense, stretching and bending, whispering the story of the universe's structure. The way light travels through emptiness teaches us that even nothing has character. Space itself shapes motion and time, guiding photons on long, quiet journeys that connect galaxies across eons. In watching this, we sense a universe that is active even when still, gentle yet precise, and profoundly patient. Fact 69. The slow drift of galaxies. Over trillions of years. Galaxies are not fixed. Over trillions of years they drift, pulled by gravity, pushed by expansion, and influenced by the invisible web of dark matter. Their movement is slow, graceful, and almost imperceptible on human timescales. Picture floating above a cluster, watching galaxies meander across the void. Some approach one another, merging and exchanging stars. Others drift away, solitary, tracing arcs over unimaginable distances. Time stretches, events unfold gradually, and motion becomes a meditation. The slow drift of galaxies reminds us of cosmic patience. Forces act over eons, shaping structure and evolution quietly, without haste or spectacle. Even emptiness participates in this dance, guiding motion across the silent universe. In witnessing it, we feel the immense scale of time and space and the quiet persistence of change that governs all matter, however distant. Fact 70. What the universe will look like in the far future. Billions of years from now, the universe will be a very different place. Stars will burn out, galaxies may drift apart, and voids will expand, stretching emptiness to unimaginable scales. Yet even in this distant future, motion, light, and structure will endure, quietly shaping what remains. Imagine drifting through this far future cosmos. The sky is dark, punctuated by faint age stars and distant clusters glowing softly. Gas clouds slowly collapse into remnants, black holes roam quietly, and light from once brilliant galaxies continues its endless journey. This vision reminds us that the universe is patient, resilient, and profoundly ordered. Even in what seems like emptiness, time continues, forces persist, and matter drifts silently across the cosmic canvas. In imagining it, we feel both humility and wonder. The far future is not lifeless. It is a slow, serene evolution, a quiet testament to the enduring beauty of existence. Fact 71. The fate of intergalactic stars. Some stars drift alone, flung from their galaxies by gravity's unseen hand. These intergalactic stars wander endlessly through the void, isolated yet luminous, small beacons in the darkness. Imagine following one as it moves silently through the emptiness. No other stars orbit nearby, no gas clouds to feed it, only the cold, infinite night. Yet it shines, patiently burning, a quiet testament to energy and persistence. Over billions of years, some may be captured by another galaxy, while others drift on forever, a solitary traveller tracing paths shaped by forces invisible to the eye. Their fate is both lonely and profound, a slow-motion journey through the silent grandeur of space. Intergalactic stars remind us that even in isolation, existence persists. Even in the emptiest reaches, light endures, carrying the quiet story of the universe across unimaginable distances. Fact 72. How radiation survives for billions of light years. Radiation in intergalactic space is remarkable. From the faintest glow of distant galaxies to the cosmic microwave background, these photons travel billions of light years untouched by planets, stars, or obstacles. Imagine a single photon beginning its journey at the edge of a galaxy. It drifts through almost nothing, a lonely traveller across an immense void, stretching with the expansion of space, yet retaining its story of creation and motion. Radiation's endurance reminds us that energy in the universe is persistent. Even in near-empty space, it moves steadily, whispering history and connecting past events with observers across cosmic time. This quiet survival of light shows that emptiness is not lifeless. The universe, even in its vastest voids, preserves memory, transmitting stories through time with infinite patience and grace. Fact 73. Mapping the cosmic web. Galaxies are not scattered randomly, they follow a delicate network known as the cosmic web. Invisible filaments of dark matter and gas connect clusters across millions of light years, guiding motion and shaping structure. Picture drifting above this web. Thin threads stretch in every direction, connecting luminous nodes where galaxies cluster. Between these threads lie voids, silent, dark, and immense. Mapping this structure allows astronomers to understand the flow of matter, the evolution of galaxies, and the hidden forces that organize the cosmos. Even in the emptiest spaces, connections exist, subtle and elegant. The cosmic web teaches us that the universe is both structured and expansive. Every galaxy, star, and particle participates in a gentle, interconnected dance that stretches across the vastness of space. Fact 74. Cosmic filament crossroads. At points where cosmic filaments intersect, immense clusters of galaxies gather. These intersections, or cosmic crossroads, are bustling hubs of motion, gravity, and energy in an otherwise quiet universe. Imagine floating through such a junction. Streams of gas flow along filaments, stars drift between galaxies, and the gravitational pull subtly bends the paths of matter. Even in seeming chaos, there is rhythm, structure, and a slow, deliberate order. These crossroads are where creation accelerates, star formation increases, galaxies interact, and energy pulses quietly through the cosmic fabric. They are both serene and dynamic, a meeting point of forces that shape the universe. Cosmic filament crossroads remind us that even vast emptiness is connected, and that structure emerges naturally, forming the universe's silent but intricate architecture. Fact 75. The dark flow. Mystery. Astronomers have observed a curious phenomenon called dark flow, where clusters of galaxies appear to move in the same direction, as if guided by something beyond the observable universe. Imagine drifting with these clusters. The motion is gentle yet persistent, stretching across hundreds of millions of light years. Though the cause is unknown, the pattern suggests hidden forces or structures, whispering from beyond what we can see. Dark flow is a cosmic mystery that reminds us how much remains to be discovered. Even in calm, vast space, subtle motions hint at unseen influences, connecting the known universe to the unknown. It is a quiet invitation to wonder, to observe patiently, and to marvel at the hidden currents that shape the cosmos, reminding us that the universe holds secrets far beyond immediate sight. Fact 76. Theories about what lies beyond the observable horizon. Beyond the observable horizon lies the unknown, a silent expanse that our eyes, telescopes, and instruments cannot reach. What exists there is a matter of imagination and careful theory. Perhaps galaxies like ours, perhaps regions governed by strange physics we cannot yet comprehend. Imagine drifting toward this horizon. There is no boundary, no wall, only a gentle darkness stretching farther than thought can follow. Light from this region has not reached us, yet its presence shapes what we can see, influencing gravitational flows and subtle cosmic patterns. These theories remind us that the universe is larger than observation, more mysterious than calculation. Even in emptiness, possibility exists, waiting patiently to be discovered, hinting at realms beyond the horizon that expand both space and imagination. To contemplate what lies beyond is to accept the vastness of mystery itself, a gentle invitation to wonder, dream, and embrace the unknown. Fact 77. How intergalactic space affects galaxy. Growth galaxies are not isolated islands. They grow, shrink, and evolve in response to the subtle environment of intergalactic space. Streams of gas feed their stars, dark matter scaffolds their shape, and the motion of nearby galaxies nudges them gently over eons. Picture a galaxy drifting through a diffuse cloud of intergalactic gas. Tiny inflows feed new star formation, while gravitational tugs from distant neighbours shape its spiral arms and halo. Even in near-empty space, forces persist, orchestrating slow, beautiful evolution. Intergalactic space is both cradle and canvas. Its quiet currents, invisible scaffolding, and patient motions guide galaxies through growth and change, revealing the intimate connection between emptiness and creation. By watching galaxies in their cosmic environment, we sense that even vast distances are bridges, and that life among the stars is shaped quietly by the universe itself. Fact 78. Streams of dark matter connecting the cosmos. Dark matter is invisible, yet its influence stretches across intergalactic space, forming streams that thread the universe like delicate unseen rivers. These streams guide galaxies, shape filaments, and create the cosmic web that gives structure to the void. Imagine floating alongside one. You see nothing, yet feel its presence as galaxies drift along its invisible pull, forming clusters, bridges, and webs. It is a quiet force, patient and unyielding, shaping the universe without spectacle or noise. Dark matter streams remind us that much of the cosmos is hidden from sight. Even where emptiness seems absolute, structure exists, invisible yet essential, quietly shaping everything from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy cluster. Through this, we glimpse the universe's subtle harmony, that even unseen threads guide motion and beauty, and that emptiness itself carries purpose. Fact 79. Measuring nothingness. Itself. How do you measure a space that seems empty? In intergalactic voids, astronomers measure the near nothing by observing faint gas, tracking sparse particles, and detecting the gentle pull of dark matter. They use light, motion, and subtle gravitational effects as tools to understand absence. Imagine drifting through such a void. It is almost perfectly silent, yet every atom and photon carries information, whispering the story of space's texture and structure. Even emptiness has weight, rhythm, and influence. Measuring nothingness teaches us that absence is not empty of meaning. Even where matter is rare, the universe leaves clues, delicate traces of energy, motion, and invisible forces that allow us to understand gently and slowly what is truly there. In contemplating nothingness, we feel awe, a reminder that the universe speaks softly and that understanding requires patience, observation, and imagination. Fact 80. Why intergalactic space is expanding. Faster. Intergalactic space is not static. The vast stretches between galaxies are expanding, and in some regions this expansion is accelerating, driven by the subtle influence of dark energy. Imagine drifting between two distant galaxies. They are moving apart slowly at first, then faster over time. The emptiness stretches, carrying light with it, elongating photons and widening the silent gap. This accelerated expansion reshapes the cosmos over billions of years, isolating galaxies from one another and stretching voids to immense scales. Yet in this motion, there is calm, a patient, enduring rhythm that guides the evolution of everything in the universe. The faster expansion of intergalactic space reminds us that emptiness is dynamic, that the universe is alive with slow, grand motion, and that even the quietest regions carry energy, history, and purpose across unimaginable distances. Fact 81. The origins of the first atoms. In the quiet moments after the universe's birth, the first atoms formed. Hydrogen, helium, traces of lithium. From the chaos of energy and heat, these tiny building blocks emerged, simple yet essential, ready to create everything that would follow. Imagine drifting through this newborn cosmos. Clouds of gas swirl, gentle and unformed, stretching across the darkness. These first atoms float almost weightlessly, carrying the seeds of stars, galaxies, and the planets that would one day host life. Even in their simplicity, they are profound. They are history in its purest form, evidence that order can emerge from fire and expansion, and that the cosmos can give rise to structure from the faintest whispers of matter. The origins of the first atoms remind us that every element around us, every breath, every drop of water, every flicker of light, began in this ancient dance of energy and matter, patiently unfolding in the vast silent void. Fact 82. Evidence of the universe's first light. Not long after atoms formed, the universe released its first light. This faint glow, now stretched into the microwave spectrum, travelled freely through space, leaving a signature that astronomers can still detect today. Imagine drifting alongside that light. It is ancient, patient, and serene, carrying whispers of a time before stars or galaxies existed. It is the universe's earliest memory, gently bathing the cosmos in the quiet echoes of its own birth. Evidence of this first light connects us directly to the cosmos's infancy. Each photon carries information about temperature, density, and motion, helping scientists reconstruct the earliest chapters of cosmic history. The universe's first light is both a guide and a lullaby, a reminder that creation is a process, unfolding gently over billions of years, and that the cosmos remembers its beginnings in the softest, most enduring ways. Fact 83. Primordial gas, still floating today, vast clouds of primordial gas, untouched by stars or galaxies, still drift through intergalactic space. Mostly hydrogen and helium, these clouds are relics of the universe's earliest epochs, silent witnesses to cosmic history. Imagine floating among them. They are diffuse, almost invisible, yet they carry immense significance. Within their tenuous folds lie the raw material for new stars, future galaxies, and the ongoing evolution of the cosmos. Primordial gas reminds us that the universe is patient. Matter can drift alone for billions of years, quietly waiting for forces to shape it, for gravity to gather it, and for light to illuminate it. Even emptiness is filled with potential. These clouds teach us that the past persists, floating silently, connecting the present to the earliest moments of creation. Fact 84. Fossil radiation from the universe's baby photos. The universe keeps snapshots of its infancy in the form of fossil radiation, the cosmic microwave background. These ancient photons are like baby photos of the cosmos, capturing its earliest moments and the gentle patterns that would later grow into galaxies. Imagine drifting through this radiation. It is calm, almost imperceptible, yet immense, filling every corner of space with echoes of creation. Tiny fluctuations hint at structure, subtly shaping the distribution of matter across billions of light years. Fossil radiation is more than history. It is connection. Every particle and galaxy is linked to these first photons, a continuous thread from the universe's baby photos to the complex cosmos we see today. Through this radiation, we sense the universe's memory, its gentle persistence, and its serene beauty across time and space. Fact 85. The journey of a photon across intergalactic space. A photon born in a distant galaxy can travel for billions of years, crossing empty voids, bending around filaments, and carrying the story of its origin across the universe. Imagine following one. It moves silently, stretching as the universe expands, drifting past solitary stars, dark matter streams, and intergalactic clouds. It carries history, light, and energy, patiently bridging immense distances. The journey of a photon reminds us that even the smallest particle can connect the cosmos. Each photon is a messenger, a travelling story, and a witness to time's slow passage, carrying whispers of creation to wherever it eventually arrives. Through this quiet journey, we feel the scale, patience, and continuity of the universe, a cosmic ballet of light and emptiness, patiently unfolding across eternity. Fact 86. How old the average intergalactic atom is. Atoms drifting in intergalactic space are ancient beyond imagination. Many were formed in the first minutes after the universe's birth, making them older than stars, planets, or even galaxies. Imagine encountering one. It has floated alone for billions of years, quietly carried by cosmic currents, passing through voids and near filaments, untouched by collisions or disturbances. Each atom is a tiny witness to cosmic history, a messenger from the universe's earliest moments. Even in its simplicity, an atom holds the story of creation. Hydrogen, helium, and traces of lithium are not just building blocks. They are ancient companions, silently connecting us to the beginnings of everything. The age of these atoms reminds us of the universe's patience. Time stretches, yet matter endures, quietly persisting across emptiness, bridging past and present with delicate, invisible threads. Fact 87. What happens when matter travels for eons? Matter in intergalactic space experiences time on a cosmic scale. It drifts slowly, shaped by gravity, currents, and expansion, sometimes wandering for billions of years before joining a galaxy, forming a star or returning to near nothing. Picture a cloud of gas floating between clusters. Over eons, it cools, stretches, and merges with faint filaments of dark matter. Tiny collisions occasionally spark chemistry, yet most of its journey is silent, patient, and deliberate. This slow drift teaches us about persistence and transformation. Even in solitude, matter evolves. Its journey across the void is a quiet narrative, tracing the history of the universe in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. Observing matter's eons-long travel, we sense the calm rhythm of space and time, the quiet patience that allows the cosmos to sculpt structure from emptiness. Fact 88. Strange structures. No one expected. Intergalactic space is not uniform. Astronomers have discovered unexpected structures, enormous filaments, isolated clouds, and faint bridges connecting galaxies. These formations reveal hidden patterns in what once seemed like emptiness. Imagine drifting past one of these structures. Thin threads of gas glow faintly, bending under gravity, while dark matter scaffolds invisible architecture. Even the sparsest regions display elegance, patience, and deliberate design. These discoveries remind us that the universe is full of surprises. What appears empty may conceal subtle order, intricate motion, and gentle currents guiding matter across unimaginable distances. Strange intergalactic structures teach us that the cosmos is more imaginative than expected, patiently revealing complexity in the quietest places. Fact 89. Finding galaxies. Hiding in plain sight. Not all galaxies are obvious. Some are faint, diffuse, or obscured by dark matter, drifting unnoticed in the vast intergalactic expanse. Astronomers detect them through careful observation of gas, light distortions, or subtle gravitational effects. Imagine spotting one. It is quiet, almost invisible, yet full of life. Stars glimmer faintly, gas drifts gently, and the galaxy traces a long, solitary orbit. Though hidden, it participates in the cosmic web, connected to everything around it. These galaxies remind us that the universe is layered, subtle, and often more complex than appearances suggest. Even hidden corners have meaning, contributing to structure, motion, and evolution. Finding them is a quiet triumph, a gentle reminder that discovery often comes from patience, attention, and the willingness to notice what others might overlook. Fact 90. Why intergalactic space may be the key to everything. The vast emptiness between galaxies is more than absence. It is a stage where dark matter, dark energy, and cosmic expansion reveal their influence. Understanding intergalactic space is crucial to understanding the universe itself. Imagine drifting in this emptiness. Here, forces are subtle but immense, shaping motion, structure, and the fate of galaxies. Even the quietest voids participate in the cosmic ballet, balancing creation and evolution on a scale beyond imagination. Intergalactic space is where the universe's secrets lie, waiting patiently for observation, thought, and imagination. By studying it, we uncover the mechanisms that govern time, energy, and matter across cosmic history. It teaches us that even in what seems like nothing, there is everything. The unseen architecture, the flowing currents, and the patient rhythm that sustains the cosmos. Fact 91. The far future of the cosmic web. The cosmic web stretches across the universe, an intricate network of filaments and voids, connecting galaxies like threads in an immense tapestry. Over the far future, this web will evolve, slowly reshaping itself as galaxies drift, merge, or fade. Imagine floating through these threads billions of years from now. Filaments thin, gas clouds dissipate, and clusters gather in fewer, more isolated hubs. Yet the web remains, patient and enduring, silently guiding the cosmos across time. Even as light fades and galaxies wander, the cosmic web persists. Its quiet structure is a testament to cosmic patience, showing that the universe is never chaotic, only slow, deliberate, and resilient. The far future of the cosmic web reminds us that even in the vast emptiness of intergalactic space, order endures, gently shaping the destiny of matter and light. Fact 92. Galaxies becoming islands. As cosmic expansion continues, galaxies will drift farther apart, gradually becoming isolated islands in an ever-growing void. Their connections through filaments will weaken, and the universe will feel emptier, quieter, and more serene. Picture a galaxy drifting alone, surrounded by darkness. Neighbouring galaxies are distant whispers, no longer close enough to interact. Stars continue their slow lives, while light from distant galaxies stretches and fades into the cold night. This isolation is not lonely. It is patient. Each galaxy remains a universe unto itself, a tiny glowing island that carries history, stars, and the quiet rhythm of cosmic evolution. Galaxies becoming islands teach us about persistence in isolation. Even in solitude, life and energy endure, patiently telling the story of the universe in small, luminous ways. Fact 93. The end of star formation. Between galaxies, intergalactic space once carried streams of gas that fed star formation in the outskirts of galaxies. In the far future, these reservoirs will run dry, leaving vast voids where no new stars are born. Imagine drifting through such a region. Clouds of gas are nearly gone, and the only light comes from aging stars slowly dimming as billions of years pass. The silence is profound, yet it is not empty. Remnants of ancient activity remain, faint whispers of creation. The end of star formation is a quiet transformation. The universe becomes more still, a patient reminder that all processes have cycles, and that even endings hold a kind of beauty and calm. Through this, we understand that creation is temporary, but the cosmos endures, gracefully transitioning through epochs of activity and silence. Fact 94. The slow death of cosmic light. Light travels across the universe, carrying the stories of stars and galaxies. Over trillions of years, as stars burn out and galaxies drift apart, cosmic light will slowly fade, leaving a dim, vast, and serene darkness. Imagine floating in this quiet cosmos. Photons from ancient stars drift silently, stretched by expansion, losing energy but never ceasing their journey. The night becomes deeper, slower, and almost timeless, yet filled with echoes of the past. The slow death of light is not despair. It is a patient evolution. Even as illumination fades, the universe retains memory, motion, and structure. A calm reminder that existence endures beyond brilliance. Through this fading, we sense the universe's rhythm, a slow, endless exhale of cosmic time. Fact 95. How black holes will rule the far future. In the far future, black holes will dominate the cosmos. Stars will fade, galaxies will drift apart, and black holes will remain, silently consuming remaining matter and merging into ever larger patient giants. Imagine drifting past one of these colossal entities. Its pull is invisible yet immense, shaping the motion of gas and stray matter across millions of light years. Though solitary, it orchestrates the dance of the remaining universe, quiet, slow, and unyielding. Black holes ruling the far future reminds us of cosmic patience. They are not destructive in haste, but enduring, shaping structure and motion over unimaginable timescales, quietly holding the remnants of creation. Even in the universe's deepest future, there is rhythm, order, and silent power, a cosmic serenity ruled by patient giants in a dark, expanding void. Fact 96. The dissolving of galaxy. Clusters. Over trillions of years, galaxy clusters will slowly dissolve. Gravity will no longer hold them tightly together as cosmic expansion stretches space. and the clusters that once teemed with stars will drift into isolated, ghostly remnants. Imagine floating through a cluster in its final days. Galaxies drift apart like leaves on a slow, invisible current, and the space between them grows emptier, quieter. Faint light glimmers from dying stars, a gentle farewell to a once bustling cosmic city. The dissolving of galaxy clusters is not sudden. It is patient and graceful. Even as structure fades, motion continues, guided by the invisible rhythm of the cosmos, leaving behind a serene emptiness that stretches across unimaginable distances. Through this quiet process, we understand that even the grandest structures are temporary, yet the universe carries on calm and deliberate, sculpting silence from activity. Fact 97. What happens when darkness wins? Eventually, the universe will be dominated by darkness. Stars will burn out, galaxies will drift apart, and intergalactic space will stretch vast and silent. Light becomes a memory, and emptiness, the enduring reality. Picture drifting in this distant future. No new stars ignite. Photon by photon, light diminishes. Yet within the darkness, faint structures persist. Black holes, ghostly remnants, and invisible threads of dark matter, shaping the cosmos quietly, patiently. When darkness wins, it is not cruel. It is a calm, inevitable transformation, a gentle reminder of cosmic patience. Even absence has rhythm, persistence, and beauty. A slow exhale after billions of years of light and motion. Darkness in this sense is serenity, a canvas for contemplation, an infinite quiet for the universe to rest. Fact 98. Predicting the universe's last structures. The universe's final structures will be simple, yet majestic. Solitary black holes, small clusters of degenerate stars, and faint streams of gas lingering across immense voids. These are the quiet remnants of cosmic evolution. Imagine witnessing one. A black hole drifts slowly, unseen, while a dim neutron star traces a lonely orbit nearby. Structures no longer collide or merge. They endure, silent and patient, moving according to subtle cosmic laws. Predicting these last structures teaches us about endurance. Even as activity ceases, order remains. The universe continues its slow choreography, a serene ballet performed on a scale beyond comprehension. In these final forms, the cosmos shows us that persistence, rhythm, and quiet balance define reality as much as light, creation, and motion once did. Fact 99. The fate of intergalactic space after all stars die. Once all stars have exhausted their fuel, intergalactic space will be filled only with cold remnants, black holes, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and drifting gas. The vast voids will dominate, stretching endlessly in calm isolation. Picture floating through this quiet universe. There is no illumination, only the subtle gravitational pull of remaining matter, gentle and invisible. Time stretches infinitely, and the cosmos breathes slowly, patiently in a profound stillness. The fate of intergalactic space is serene, not chaotic. Even in absence, matter persists, motion continues, and the silent structure of the universe endures. It is a quiet testament to the persistence of the cosmos, beyond light, beyond stars, beyond human imagination. Here, intergalactic space becomes a realm of patience, a vast, enduring meditation on time and emptiness. Fact 100. The universe's final, silent night. At last, the universe reaches its final night. Stars have faded, galaxies drift far apart, and black holes dominate the silent void. Light is scarce, motion is slow, and emptiness stretches infinitely. Imagine floating through this ultimate quiet. There is no sound, no motion beyond the subtle pull of gravity, no light beyond the faintest echoes of distant photons. The cosmos rests, patient and eternal, a dark sea where time flows gently without notice. The universe's final night is peaceful. It is the culmination of billions of years of creation, motion, and evolution. A slow, serene exhale that encompasses all of existence. Even in silence there is beauty, the infinite scale, the enduring structure, and the quiet memory of everything that ever was. As we imagine this silent night, we feel awe, calm and connection, a final reminder that the universe, in all its vastness, is both timeless and tender.